No police patrols, no checkpoints. In this fruit and vegetable market in the centre of Colombo, it certainly doesn't look or feel like a phony peace, 3 months after the military defeat of the Tamil Tigers. Above the stalls, a poster displaying the leading members of the government has a simple message for the people here. Victory is now in your hands.
We are brothers now, Tamil and Sinhalese. We are all citizens of this country.
Peace has dawned and people are living freely. Everyone is united and happy.
We are always vigilant in our lives. We practice it every day, but we are not afraid anymore.
But the freedom and peace of Colombo has yet to reach the camps in the north of Sri Lanka, where nearly 300,000 Tamils displaced by the fighting are still being detained. The government says it needs time to weed out any Tamil Tiger rebel fighters who may have hidden themselves amongst the civilian population in the camps, and also to demine the villages in the former war zones. This week, more than 1,000 people from the camps were repatriated to their villages. The government says the camps could be virtually emptied by December. They strongly refute reports of torture, rape, starvation and killings in the camps, and have set up special police posts and welfare centres to try and deal with what they call the inevitable problems when so many people are crowded together and have suffered such trauma. Vaccination campaigns have been started to combat the spread of diseases which the World Health Organization say are on the decline. But what sort of future will the Tamils face when they do get out of the camps?
The President actually fired the first salvo recently in his address to the nation, where he said there are no minorities in my country. Everyone is equal. There's no majority race or a minority race. We are all Sri Lankans. That's a good start, but now we must give effect to that.
In Colombo's International Cricket Stadium, the Sri Lankan team were putting in some last-minute practice before their match against Pakistan. Victims of an attack by militants in Lahore 5 months ago, they know all too well how difficult it is to recover from the trauma of violence. But they have succeeded, and they think their country can as well.
I grew up for 25 years in this war, and hopefully it's over, and then everybody, people from the north, east, west and south, everyone could get together and rebuild this country.
It's important for the country as a whole that players do come from areas of the north, areas from the east, where perhaps players haven't traditionally come from in the past. And I think that will show everybody that the country as a whole is starting to unite.
The Pakistan team were also limbering up for the match. They too know the cost of violent conflict, a conflict that for them is still far from over. David Chater, Al Jazeera, Colombo.